Hello.
Is it true? Oh, it's true.
We are here again. I mean, in Just Content, why not? Sitting on a table in another park. Actually close where I lived before. Maybe 5 minutes from here I had a place where I came to madness. And yeah, so I have this kind of inner peace, but I have to figure something out how to bring him up in the conversation. So how are you doing today? Oh wow.
Amazing.
Amazing grace.
I'm very happy because the weather is really nice, and this is the 4th episode of the day, and it's like only 11 a.m.
Something like that.
No more than 12 for sure.
For sure, not noon.
So it's like, feels like insane productivity, just effortlessly being. It's just flowing.
Right, so in the last episode we talk about beauty, and especially beauty, aura, inner self-concept, self-worth.
Perfection.
Perfection. Perfection is only to aim for. It's never everything perfect. But that's depend on your view. I mean.
Exactly.
So that's sad. What else? Kind of an emptiness here right now. You have this background noise because they're collecting things or having a construction. In front of me, people playing with the basketball. Yeah, this is like...
I want to say to someone who's watching this, let's collaborate.
Wow. Explain more about this.
So, who is this message to?
I don't know. It's came from you.
If you have a lot of money,
Money.
but you're unhappy and have a lot of issues and you're really struggling with yourself in any way, shape and form, I can tell you, I have the answers.
We can tell you, and we have the answer.
I was gonna say, I can't do this without Mickey. Or Miguel.
Or Mike, or Michael, or whoever he is today.
Right, okay, so anyway, that's fine. We have the answers to your problem.
Right. But you have to be ready for this. You have to accept help and don't... It has to come from yourself. We can only help you to help yourself.
Right, absolutely.
And there is someone I want to really help, but I don't see the readiness in this person. And if that person doesn't feel I can help her, then I can't do anything.
Right. And so the point is that we have to come together. We have to collaborate. So like we shared in multiple of our videos, like our situation where we are, and did we? We did.
Well, just do it again. It's maybe...
Yeah, so I mean, we sleep in the airport, and we're getting free food from all kinds of churches in Madrid, which is great, which is nice, because there's such an overflow of food that goes to waste from the shops that people would just throw out, but they don't. Here it's like very organized, and it goes to comedores, right? How do you
Yeah,
call
like
them in
in
English?
Spanish they're called commodos. Eat in kitchen or something like... Not it's called... Something with kitchen.
Some eateries, I don't know, like...
Yeah, but eateries is a different word. I don't know exactly the English word, but it's like soup kitchen where this happened before, like a little go back in history when there was the Great Depression in the USA. Then they had this soup kitchen where they the government provided food to the people in need. Here in Madrid, there are different organizations doing this. So a lot of organizations coming from the church, different kind of churches, Catholic Church, other churches. Also an organization to mention is Orden de Malta.
It's a really nice one. Really nice.
But Orden de Malta has a long history, goes even back to the Knights Templar, and they see themselves now as a caritative organization. But a fact is also they get sponsored by banks and industry here in Spain for what they're doing. And they're providing all kinds of service to mention this, not only a dinner or a brunch. They provide also service for a shower, haircut, and medicine and doctors. So that's what Orden de Malta does. Then let's mention St. Anton, what has something to do with the Catholic Church. St. Anton is a church very interesting. It has the bones of Saint Valentine. Saint Valentine is based on the Valentine's Day, and they had a special event for the Valentine's Day. They have also concerts sometimes. There's something coming up in this weekend, and they see themselves as an oasis for people in need, not only for food, also people with animals or people who want to just meet other people, who find them lonely and want to meet people. Then we have the Benedictors. They have also food service and sometimes roperies, so they're giving away clothes, shoes, and other things. What else we have? Because I'm documenting this. We have Ave Maria. They have a breakfast service and also giving a bag for dinner, and other churches. I don't want to mention them all, but if you're in need in Madrid or even in Barcelona, just contact us. I can give you the list. And I want to say also that I work with an organization called Esperanza Hope, and I did actually going out on a weekend to provide food for the people in need in actually dangerous places in Barcelona by night. But I did this, and I just want to mention this. Also a reminder on our friend Victor, we miss you, and you are now in Barcelona, and hope you're doing well. And I have a podcast with him. It's now in SoundCloud, and I will bring it up to Spotify. So some promotion on my content. What else? I think that's it for me right now. Any questions? Or
No questions.
input, what I just said?
No, not what you just said. That was great details.
Okay, I want to say something to the end, what is also really on my heart somehow.
Nice.
While I'm doing this tour to the Comodores and other places for the homeless or for the people in need, I don't want to call homeless and people in need, I think that's a good definition. I met so many people with mental challenges, and I just want to, I saw people having all kind of issues, and I really feel for them and care for them, for others more than for, so I have my special persons in that. But I still think to be there for someone who needs someone to listen to you, and even you don't understand what they're all saying, but just to be there, I think it's my way of love.
Yeah, giving attention. Because a lot of people did not receive attention when they were growing up, and they have this desperate, unfulfilled, unmet need, and they seek it outside. And what you're desperately looking for, you will not get, because you are repelling it. Just had to say that. But if you can, on the other side, give attention to someone and be there for someone, do that.
Even just for a minute or two, or whatever time you have, it helps them.
For sure. sure.
And again, maybe it's open up a connection with this person, and maybe you can discover that they're ready for your help, just to listen and give them some hope in their situation.
For sure. And I want to say like more things about potential clients, sponsors, anyone who's watching this. Just content, why not, is the beginning. We are a match made in heaven, and we will heal you all and save the whole world. And this is not going anywhere. This is just the beginning.
But I was just want to say, we love you all,
Okay.
and love will heal and teach you.
For sure.
And I think that's it for now. And
Really?
Oh, you have some more
feel
to
like
say?
it's
Then
so much
then
rush.
go ahead.
It's
and
starting to.
go
Sorry, but
on.
it's starting to piss me off.
We have a passionate outbreak. So just tell whatever you want. We don't
Yeah,
cut.
I mean, well, it feels rushed, really. I mean, like, it's actually great because it's like you start small and short, you know, so it's not too much pressure. But now I feel like we're really getting in the groove. I'm really getting in the groove, and it feels forced and rushed.
Feel free
I
to
don't-
talk
I
whatever
don't
you
like
want.
it,
I'm
so-
not pushing the stop button. You have now to fill up the content.
Yeah, so this is kind of like a talk show, and if you are someone who has a lot of money, sponsor us, because this is gonna go big. This is really gonna blow up, because we have all the keys. All right.
Okay, let me jump into this. So we have two websites, buyme.coffee.com/Mickey SDT, but we have also gofundme.com.
Yeah.
Just content, why not? So I just want to mention this. Now you can talk more.
Right. So there could be multiple of you that. I mean, if you find this videos like valuable and helpful, I feel like the buy me a coffee /Mickey SDT, that's great, and or GoFundMe. I mean, that's like, I feel like a bit bigger help for us. And then another thing is, if you have a lot of money in like the talk show, like let's you know.
You could have also one-to-one
then-
counseling.
yes,
I mean, with
exactly.
us, that's another thing we can offer. And also,
Or one of us, whatever.
or one of us, it's your choice or divine choice.
But whether you book me or Mickey or together, we will be traveling together always. Right?
Right.
Right.
And the point is, what I wanted to say, yeah, the buyme.coffee/Mickey SDT is actually for a special event we're planning. We want to do a coffee event where we just using then the funds to also buy coffees for people in T4. That was the idea, who can't afford it. So that was this event, or maybe even McDonald's.
But we are in the same situation as them. So like, first of all, the idea is to invest in. I mean, the cameras may be okay, but it's still like this iPad has issues. Like we were lucky that it worked now, because with the phone that we filmed on, it's like out of storage. 2 videos, it's out of storage. You know, and we're going like this, like shoot a video, upload library, shoot another video. And now it's like this. It has to be this way. This is the divine plan, and this is how it goes. But let's help us help others. Let's make it bigger. Right. More funds. We can do more things. We can. Yeah.
So that becomes a pitch episode.
Yeah, definitely it is.
Yeah, it's cool. I like it.
A bit of all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, we always have all kinds of stuff.
Always all kinds of stuff.
All right. So, any more stuff coming from you? You feel rushed again, or?
Let's do a minute of silence.
Wow,
Yeah.
now we can do that.
In 5 seconds. Okay. Oh, I think that's it.
All right, silence is over. Anything else from your side?
Yeah, I want to say something. For example, if you're really overthinking and if you're really anxious all the time, if you will do something like we just did, you might have like even more anxiety flowing through your body because it's very unnatural to what you may be used to, like very on, like being very on edge and like thinking everything is a threat, and like not breathing normally and like tense. And so if you do something like this, it might feel even worse actually, but it will get better if you keep doing this. And if you watch video like this, you will do this
But
automatically with us, right?
But to get better, you have to let it go. There is no fear, no shame, no guilt. Just start with this and try to see it from a positive side and listen. Stop this worrying, overthinking, and just listen to the broadcast coming from your inner self and trying to find
Right.
a home in yourself, because that's someone who knows you. If you connect with that, that's the grounding, this minutes of silence. Ground, stop worrying, and just focus on your breathing. Breathe in, hold it for a while, breathe out, and then you breathe out, let all go. And repeat this minimum 3 times, and then just try to be quiet for yourself and connect with your inner self. That helped me, this concept, and I use this from time to time by myself or as a guided meditation.
So that inner self that Mickey or Miguel,
Whatever he is.
whatever he is talking about is silence. So you might have a lot of voices in your head saying a lot of things, but the true voice of who you really are, the voice of peace and the voice of the kingdom of God, the voice of God is silence. It is actually no voice. And that might be really hard to comprehend if you really like overthinking and all the time, because we've all been there. It's silence. So if you can capture at least a little bit of silence in the present moment, I mean, if you can capture at least a little bit, that's progress already.
So you start with a little bit, but
Yeah.
the more you do, the little bit becomes more. And that's also the moment when you enjoy this moment of silence and inner peace. That gives you so much relief. And you see, you just enjoy it. And then more and more you feel that is always your home base where you can go back. And this is the step in the right direction out of your overthinking, of your anxiety, of your fears, of your guilt, of your shame. It's all in the past. I mean, right now is the moment to have this peace, to find yourself and go from there.
That's beautiful.
Wow.
Yeah. And this might be one of the longest episodes, 1935.
Cool.
So,
now you're afraid?
No, it's great.
Fear is just an illusion.
Fear is just an illusion of the mind.
Right. I don't want to go now in this mind thing because that will be another longer episode, but maybe we can pick this up in the next one or next ones. Because he has also his concept of the mind, and I have a different, so that's always interesting when we have this kind of
This is
talks.
the beauty of this this talk show, podcast, YouTube channel, whatever you want to call it. The fact that you get two evolved perspectives,
different views.
and it's truly one voice doing this through two different bodies, actually.
Then it's two voices coming from the same source.
Right. So one voice, truly the voice of God. But in different ways, and the fact that it's a discussion, right?
Still two voices from the same source.
Okay.
Plus through all the identities we are. Anyway.
One voice in through different expressions.
One source with two voices, and the voice is kind of expression. Maybe we can settle on this. It's that voice expression, different expressions. This is what I have to do with this all the time. You have to find some middle ground, and sometimes very difficult, based on the definition, because he defines things different than I. It's not a kind of frustration and not a grumpy, because he mentioned all that I have the grumpy face. It's who I am.
The point is that to get to your true self, to the ultimate state, there are many layers, even many layers of the mind, you know, that you have to go through, and everything is relevant. So that's why two voices might be better than one, you know, because something I might say might not resonate for one viewer, but it might resonate for another, and this vice versa, same for you.
Right.
And then us discussing this, it's another layer for someone, another viewer, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Is that it?
If you feel rushed, let me know. Oh, wow. So another breathing on the end of this.
Yeah, just another one. So another minute.
So now I break the silence.
You broke the silence.
Maybe you can try that with us. So breathing in, hold it for a moment or 3 moments, and then breathing out and let it all go what is in your mind. Empty it to find the inner peace. And the silence becomes your
Anchor.
inner peace. Anchor.
In the present moment.
In the present moment. Wonderful said.
And that will be it for episode 32.
Thanks, viewers.
God bless.
God bless you all. That's my finger to go to the bottom. And bye-bye. We all love you.